Hello friends, I am B Srinivasan from India. Some time back I had presented a brief video on how a black hole can be made up of any material, briefly giving the arguments. Today I would like to go into a little bit of depth by showing the equations and making a preliminary calculation. Now, so let's have a analysis through astrodynamics fundamentals. Showing the central body, which is of attraction, gravitational attraction, and consider a unit mass being attracted by it. So depending upon the velocity at which it stays at a particular place, R, the trajectory gets determined. And one of the fundamental equations is V square is equal to mu into 2 by R minus 1 by A. Mu being is equal to capital G into M. Capital G being the universal gravitational constant, and M being the mass, attracting mass. So once again, assuming a spherical body, uniform density, M is equal to volume into rho is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube into rho specific, that is specific gravity, into conversion factor if it is not in a CGS system. If you take everything in a CGS system, then conversion factor is 1. You'll see the advantage of specific gravity later. So that if you know the material, one can uniquely know the specific gravity. Now further, nextly, taking all the values of mass of Earth are known, can dig out from Google, basic physics. Mean equatorial radius is equal to 6378.150 kilometers. So in centimeters you express it. Now for a circular orbit, A is equal to R. Semi-major axis is equal to R. For an escape trajectory, A, the semi-major axis, is infinite. It can be either be a parabola or a vertical trajectory. If it comes from side, it's a parabola. If it's a vertical trajectory, it goes right up to infinity with the velocity tending to 0 at infinity. If it's a super escape trajectory, that is the velocity, if it is more than that required for an escape, then it's a hyperbola or a straight line up to infinity with speed tending to a positive value at infinity. Now, nextly, take a circular orbit, then it becomes V circular square is equal to mu into 2 by R minus 1 by R. That is mu by R. So Vc is equal to root of mu by R. Similarly, V escape square, Ve square, is equal to mu into 2 by R minus 0, since A is infinity. So is equal to 2 mu by R. So V escape is equal to root of 2 mu by R. So once you know the attracting body's mass and the radius at which it is there, the body is there, you know the escape velocity. So the escape velocity is a function of the attracting body mass and the point at which the body is there. If it is there at the surface, then you have to put R is equal to R. Small r is equal to big R, radius of the attracting body. So let's consider that at the surface, V circular is equal to root of mu by capital R, and V escape is equal to root of 2 mu by capital R. That is this R, radius of this body. Now, reducing down substituting everything, we get an equation. V escape is equal to 2 into radius of the body into square root of 2g pi into rho specific, that is the specific gravity, by 3. Everything is expressed in the CGS system of units. So once you do that, it can be seen that the escape velocity is a function of the radius and the specific gravity. Two variables to play with, that's all. So now, the main point of view is the analysis of a black hole. So what we need is, if the escape velocity is equal to that of light, speed of light, then even light cannot escape. That's what it means. The body becomes a black hole. So if the escape velocity is just equal to that of light, it is just a black hole. That is, the light tends to reach to infinity, but it doesn't. If it's more, it's still darker. The body is darker. So when you substitute V is equal to C, velocity of light, then you'll get an equation with variables only R and rho specific, radius and rho specific gravity. So in other words, if you give me a particular material with specific gravity known, and I can give you a radius at which the body becomes a black hole. That means what? This itself means any material can be made into a black hole. And as you see, the inverse proportion is there. Since C is on the left side, the more the specific gravity, less the radius. Less the specific gravity, more the radius. So if you can have a black hole of water, where rho specific is equal to 1, you can have a black hole made up of our Earth material. For our Earth, the average specific gravity of all the material put together is about 5.5. For gold, it will be around some 50, 51 like that. One can dig out from the periodic table what values can be possible. Give me the specific gravity, I can give you the radius. So preliminary calculations I have made and I have not shown here. Later it can be shown. Substituting the values for the rho specific to be 5.5, that of Earth. With the Earth material, if it has to become a black hole, it needs the R, the radius of Earth, to be some about a billion, some 0.17 billion kilometers. That's much. So the body mass accumulates. Since you don't have that much, so you don't have a black hole out of Earth. Similarly, one can have the glass, where it will be, if you have sufficient radius, it will become a black hole. Light cannot escape from it. Though when you go nearby, it will be transparent, but when you go sufficiently far, it will be opaque. So can have even made up of black hole made up of even gases. Gas also has got a finite rho specific, so the R will be still more. That's the beauty. Can have any material. And conversely, if you instead of fixing the rho specific, if you fix the mass, then also one can derive it at 2 mu by r, GMBR. So if you substitute the mass of the Earth, then if you want a black hole, C is equal to 2 root of 2g mass of Earth by r. Then R when you get, you have to make the density so much. You have to squeeze the Earth material so much into a small ball of 70 centimeter radius. It has been calculated. If it is possible, it becomes a black hole. So now we get an idea generally why black holes are made up of almost neutrons. Neutron is the densest particle known till now. So for further you can analyze at the atomic stage how the neutrons and electrons, why they are not visible. Once a black hole is there beyond the rim of, for example, when you see this diagram, you see, this ray which converges because of the light bending, it goes and meets at a particular point. Beyond that point, this is not visible. That's why when objects go afar, they are not visible. The lights get merged up and converged. You cannot see them. This happens for any body, even a black hole and a non-black hole, because of the light bending. For a black hole, it happens faster. The light converges into a point here. Then all the rays get, even the items, the objects behind the body become visible. There's a bit of haziness. So for the time being, I would like to for further interesting points, I would like to bring in the later videos when I get the idea. Thank you.